Welcome to the VenturaRockSpot. My name is Pam Baumgartner, and I'm going to be your hostess this evening. I'm also the owner-operator of VenturaRocks.com. I write the music scene column for the Ventura Breeze newspaper, and I host a local radio show at a Caps Media on KPPQ LP, and it's basically called the Pam Baumgartner Music Hour, because I couldn't come up with a better name than that. Well, welcome to the program. With us today, it is Hunter Ackerman. Hunter, welcome.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, I know your name mostly because you play down in the Ojai area a lot.
Yeah, see, where have we played in Ojai? We played most recently. Wow, you know, it's
been a while.
It seems like, yeah, this COVID world, it's been. So I'm currently up in Big Bear with Wolfgang and Jameson as my only companions. And we've been up here for well, we came up on March 18th, as I recall. So it's coming up on 7 months now. And I just remembered in Ojai, the last place that I played was the Deer Lodge.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice place.
Played a few places up there, played a few places throughout Ventura, all with my bands, all with Hunter and the Dirty Jacks.
Dirty Jacks. Okay, so people get to know you right now. Can you get into a song and we'll get that going?
Certainly.
And just so everybody knows, Wolfgang is in the device next to you, listening, hanging out.
Yeah, this is his shark.
That's so sweet.
I love this thing. He's gotten such a following online. I can't even tell you. The shark bed was a present, and you can't quite see, but cuddling in here with him he's got a little stuffed catnip shark.
I have to say, Hunter, that, you know, there's something about a man who doesn't like cats. So every time I meet a man who does like cats and even owns a cat,
well, thank you. I couldn't claim to own him, though. We just kind of live together.
I have one of those too.
That's what I love about what's going on to my left. He is a dominant gray apex predator who has his bed inside the belly of an apex predator, cuddling a catnip stuffed apex predator, being fed on a daily basis by a human of all apex predators. Like
I'm trying to follow that.
Oh yeah, the biological loops happening here are just hard to keep track of. So we'll just stop keeping track and play some music. All right, this one's called Highway 1. When at first my dancer left me, it could have been a worse surprise. Mid-sunset, a little bit gloomy, we were off before sunrise, and the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. And I won't win him all over when I'm nearing 500 tracks. And we're playing tonight down in Monterey, the Sterling Consolation Prize. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. And sometimes while we're naked on stage, your phone lights up your indifference from 3 feet away. So far away. so far away. Now my glass is not half empty, but it could be just a little bit wetter. See, sure beats doing nothing, but doing something would be better. And the love bus goes to open. See the Northern Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun.
Very nice indeed.
Thank you.
Very nice. So you were saying you have no problem just picking up a guitar and playing live, and I know this because I've seen an episode or two of your Lovecast show.
Oh, good.
Tell me a little bit about how that got started and how long you've been doing it.
Let's see. This week will be Lovecast 25, and it being weekly. You can just extrapolate the math backwards to how long, so I guess that extends to April at some point. How did I start doing that? Well, the first thing that came to mind when quarantine was coming is, where the hell am I going to go? And the second thing that came to mind was, what am I going to do for money? The third thing was, how am I going to keep performing? And so livecasts were floating around in the back of my head as just an inevitable necessary on the horizon. And it was Tim Bloom of the Mother Hips who talked me into doing it and helped me pick a time.
Did you find it kind of weird to do the live stream broadcast where you don't have a response, where you don't have the feedback from an audience?
Bizarre. I mean, weird doesn't come close. Weird is, yeah. It's almost more like shooting a music video, except you don't get a second take. You don't get the edits, so you can't quite it's like all the tension of really playing in front of a live audience, and none of the relax. You can just do a second take.
Right.
But funny enough, though, and I'm sure we all being Zoom people, the things that I was most nervous about in the first couple of Lovecasts was not the music. It was not playing it well. It was not doing justice to the artistic integrity of the songs. It was, fuck, did I hit the right thing? I don't know. Can they even see me right now? Have I been
the technical side?
Just like it's somebody that's just trying to figure out a camera angle. Doing your own tech check is the majority of the work for most musicians, at least for their first few live casts. And I'll give you the other little you won't expect this to be a thing until you do one. Like the worst thing, so you're in their first cast, things are going well, like things are happening over in the chat, and it's like, oh, it's that girl that broke up with me a year and a half ago who's now watching with her new boyfriend. That's not even slightly awkward because they're both saying, oh, what song am I playing? Yeah, like you just... So,
oh my God.
But you can't totally ignore the chat either, because every now and then you get that message in the chat of like, hey, we can't see you.
Oh.
And like, have I been playing 20 minutes to like blackness and just like people hanging out in the chat waiting? So it's this kind of schizophrenia where you gotta look, but you can't look too much.
Right, so I'm gonna have you go into another song.
This is called Salt Whiskey. sowing fields, she gathers grave right. She needs no to crucify. The burning sage breathes and she enslaves. Now won't be back for days. Evil moonshine was bad thoughts in my mind. To her will I become resigned. Old scratch head, his damn soul bruised. At the crossroads I ordered a few. Where she comes from, why she's here. She builds with her life, she burns down with her teeth. And I cannot quit her, I can't put her down. And I get above water, can't seem to drown. She brings me trouble so sweet, stick her hook to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She brings me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She had to dash, wasting 7 years in the salt of mystic children's tears. Stilled in water, a sad song she sings. How it went through beggars and I went through kings. She won't show you your future, the way you will fail. You dream to be red, but you're just in the pale. And I cannot quit her, I can't put her down. And I get above water, can't seem to drown. Spring trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. Bring me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. The ground is dry, the sun's on my side. Wants to heavy as my pride. The place I left, a good man had died. When she my only guide, and I can't stop while my heart beats. Good people pray for rain. All I hate, Lord, won't I pray, it's for my love to stop feeling like pain. Just won't show you your future, the way you will fail. You dream to be red, but you're just in the pale. And I cannot quit her, can't put her down. Can I get above water, can't seem to drown. Bring me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. Bring me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. Bring me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. Bring me trouble so sweet, stick her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again.
Nice. Very nice, Hunter.
Thank you.
Tell me, how long ago did you form?
Hunter and the Dirty Jacks. We came together right around my birthday, which is late September, so it was last week. Right around my birthday 8 years ago. So if you want to look at the overall history and chronology of the band and subtract the last 6 to 8 months, that's probably fair.
Can you tell me about the band? Are you the main songwriter? Like, you bring the material to the band, or is it a collaboration thing? Or?
You know, we have a lot of different ways we do it. That last song I brought in fully formed, arrangement, backing vocals, kind of everything. A lot of the times it'll be, I'd say the vast majority, it'll be a collective. There'll be a couple songs on any given album that I wrote and brought in. There'll be a couple of songs, maybe like on Chase the Moonlight. A lot of it was extended instrumental jams, but our guitar player, Carmelo Buenaventura, wrote at least the backbone of probably half the second side of Chase the Moonlight, maybe even more than half. So yeah, there's a lot of collaboration, and as a singer, my approach is I never want to be that guy that comes in and says, "I've got all the answers, now bow and sit in line." Like I would have never had the hubris to call the band Hunter and the Dirty Jacks, for that matter. Okay. I'll come in with an idea and a suggestion. I'll come in with a plan A, but at the same time try to divorce myself of the ego of the origination of that plan. And it's like, if you got a better, if you got a better idea, throw it out by all means. Let's hear it.
Right. And, well, let me ask you this, because you're doing these live stream online concerts. We all have to social distance. You're not hanging out with the band. Before COVID-19, were you performing as a solo artist, or was it mainly just with the band?
It was mainly with the band. Yeah, I was doing a lot of solo stuff before Hunter and the Dirty Jacks. Yeah, playing in bars, writing songs, playing in here and there. The occasional like student film score when somebody wanted to pay me for that sort of thing as well.
How many albums do you guys have?
We have 4. And our most recent album is not yet available for the public. You know, this is the first time, speaking of what's okay to say in public, this is the first time I'm announcing this. Our most recent album was the last project that Neil Casal finished before he died. He was working with his group, Circles Around the Sun, and he did play some more tracks after he finished our album. But yeah, we have the honor of being the last project that he finished.
What a sweet, talented man.
And you know, we were trying to be tasteful about it because it was in post-production, etc., when he actually passed. And we were going to let him do the PR on its release, because all of his social media has like another order of magnitude more followers than any of ours. And at the same time, too, you know, we were trying not to be... We're just trying to be tasteful and not use the loss of our friend be the impetus for the album. But there you go. The most recent album, Back on Shaky Ground, will be available when we can tour to support the album again.
What happened to the acid trip?
Oh yeah, he got replaced by my accompanist here. So
okay.
Enough with the stories. This is the last track from our first album. This is called Kennel Howl.
Sadness, can't even get on my feet. They used to read Jack London while I was on the prowl. Now I eat my meals from a can since I learned my kennel howl. See, my papa was from hell. Take one step on my hunting trail, and it's believe they told that bell. Running from me, staying dry in the rain, it's like escaping from your past. But you'll always come back when you're not strong enough. You're safe with me, child, I'll eat you last. Night I hunt dead on, I'm gonna die in the morning, just don't know which one. War prayer's been offered up to God since the first man was born. Full moon and I'm gonna answer you as you go kill a man for the kings you swore. Full force. A war's last song, not for the throne, but to defend his dying horse. So take it, Lord, take all of me, soul not thinking down. One last breath, stand over your own. I give and my kennel.
Very cool indeed.
Thank you.
That is very sweet. So, all right, we're definitely running out of time. So now I need you to get down to the brass tacks and tell me about how people can find out more about you and about Hunter and the Dirty Jacks. Website-wise, where do they go?
All right, so Hunter and the Dirty Jacks is real easy. It's hunterandthedirtyjacks.com.
Yes.
You got that? Plus, there's just about every form of YouTube and variation there on Reverb, all the things.
All right, social media support. I'm sure all those links are found on the website as well.
Of course, and we got a Facebook page, you know, the standard, any place that you would search for music.
Okay.
I have, during this quarantine, started my own solo YouTube channel. It's called Hunter's Acoustic Cabin. And there are currently less than like 150 subscribers. I just got this thing going. But every Monday I will be posting a new video of some form, usually shot from right here in front of the fire. And also on Monday evenings, I just started a thing last night where I sit up a big comfy chair by the fire and just read short stories and poems to folks. Last night we started with Edgar Allan Poe, went for about an hour. And that is called Fireside Tales with Wolfgang.
Very cool. And people find out the link for that where?
You can look on, you know what? Again, just go to Hunter's Acoustic Cabin. The link for that will be scheduled in advance and posted every week. Also, my Lovecast on Thursday nights. My Lovecast is actually being hosted by a third party. There's another network. There's a YouTube channel out there called the Vaudacity Network, and I am having they have offered to host the Thursday night Lovecasts, and the Lovecasts are every Thursday at 6 o'clock. And again, the link for that will be either posted on Vaudacity, or you can just find me on Facebook. I always post the link for this way in advance. And also, as part of Vaudacity Network on Saturday nights, there's Paulie's Online Variety Show. I usually just jump in for like a single song on Saturday nights. So that is something I participate in as opposed to being my show. But yeah, there we
I'm glad to see that you're keeping busy, you're keeping connected with the fan base, so to speak, and keeping well hydrated. Hunter, thanks for being on the show. I really, really appreciate it, and best of luck to you, and hopefully we'll be seeing you live again real soon.
Pam, it was lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of Hunter Ackerman and Michelle Hoover, I am Pam Baumgartner. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. All right, and that does it.
Sweet.
Yeah, you did so much. Oh, that was very sweet. I love how you played with yourself. That was very cool.
I hope. Didn't realize it was that kind of show, but you know, whatever.
Well, it is now.